Hey guys, my name is James Walsh, and you are listening to the Wrestling Epicenter here on YouTube. I want to thank you for finding us. Please do me a favor and click that subscribe button and the notifications bell. And if you get the chance on this video, click the like button. If you do, it'll turn blue. Check it out. Also, check out WrestlingEpicenter.com for all this great content available in MP3 format, our online store that'll keep us going free and clear, daily news updates, as well as all the information from the history of professional wrestling you could possibly ever want. Check out WrestlingEpicenter.com online right now. Without any delay, let's get to your interview here on the Wrestling Epicenter.
Welcome back to the interactive interview with a special surprise guest. How you doing, Missy? Missy Hyatt's on the line.
Hi there, Missy Hyatt, First Lady of Wrestling. Remember that. I paid a lot of money to have that copyrighted, so...
Who'd you have to pay to get...
use that, okay?
All right, the First Lady of Wrestling, Missy Hyatt. How did you, who did you have to pay to copyright that?
My attorney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, Missy Hyatt's been copyrighted forever, but First Lady's, God... I think back how many years ago I copyrighted that. You're making me, like, feel old, but it's been copyrighted over 10 years. Maybe, yeah, sort of, kind of.
Well, that's cool. At least you didn't have to battle Vince for it, so.
Yeah, that's true. But see, I own it. That's why he's never used it.
So, a lot of people have been asking me, and I get this one question from this guy who's got an unhealthy obsession with Francine, if you ask me, Mark Barnes.
I have an unhealthy, fascination with her too, but, we can talk about that later. What?
He wants to know what the status is of the site and when it'll be back up.
Oh, yes, MissyHyatt.tv or MissyHyattTV.com, Missy and Francine Exposed.tv. We got so many names, but they all go to the same site. It is being worked on. We found this extraordinary webmaster, and he's in Germany. His name's Denny, and he put together the most interactive, coolest-looking site you've ever seen. And we're waiting on these servers. Everything's done. We have redone a whole new photo shoot. We've done so many videos. We got this hot chick, Gigi, who's a friend of mine, joined us for some really funny stuff we did.
Was she one of the ones that was on an earlier episode?
No.
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 Okay.
She might have been when I was down at the Cheetah, but I'm not sure. She's a redhead.
The one
we got a brunette, redhead, blonde.
The one I'm thinking about was one of the people that worked with you when you were doing the dancing.
Yeah, she is.
Maybe it was.
Might be. I'm not sure. You know what? You're just gonna have to pay your $9.99. Okay?
All right.
Anyway, yeah, it should be up in about a week and a half. I talked to Denny a couple of days ago, and he said 2 weeks, so now it should be, like, about a week and a half. So everybody just keep a look, and what you got to do is make sure when you go to it, it's refresh, because you still might have the old one on. But we still have the old one up, but it's not taking members. But the new one's going to be taking members, and it's just going to be awesome. Plus, I'm going to have some sneaky stuff on there. I'm going to have some of my own personal pictures I've taken throughout the years. And of certain people, and it'll be fun. Anybody
that we know from the wrestling
all
business?
The people that you know.
Oh, good.
Yeah, in compromising positions, maybe.
Wow.
Kind of.
That's interesting sounding.
I tell you, then I'm telling the whole world. So, there's got to be a reason people go, oh my God, I can't believe she did that.
Well, anybody that read your book knows that things will pop up there that wouldn't be expected. So.
Exactly. And it's so much fun. We did a lot of great video this time. It's not just so much me hanging out in my house, talking to my dog, which I think people started thinking I was Jeffrey Dahmer or something. But at least he wasn't talking back, or I wasn't crediting him talking back to me.
Well, that's what the one guy kept asking. He's like, is Francine going to be involved in a lot of the new videos and things like that?
She's in so much more of the video.
Okay.
A lot. She's got her own camera now.
Oh, that's good.
The camera, and she took it to wrestling. She took it to the ladies' wrestling show. She's taking it everywhere with her.
Yeah, that brings up an interesting question, and I'm not sure because I'm sure there's a lot of rumors about you out there. But there was a rumor that I read, I think it was about 4 months ago, There's something about you getting arrested at a wrestling show and New Jack flipping out at you, and if there's any, I don't even know what it's all.
I never got arrested. As a matter of fact, in Florida, you can check because there's a lot of people that have been arrested in Florida.
Yeah.
You might be getting a anyway. No, it was funny. Jasmine St. Clair pulled the best rib on me ever in ribs. I mean, this has to go down as the number one rib in the business, at least of the century. Well, Steiner's locked my dog in a locker. That was good, but this is even better. She calls me up. She said, Missy, the girl didn't show up. You got to come to Miami. You got to, and this is like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, right? 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, okay, War Memorial. I remember being there kind of vaguely. Okay, I jump in my car. I'm in my Porsche, 90 miles an hour, right? 100 miles an hour. I'm driving to get there. I show up a little late. I have my bags. I run through the door. Okay, I'm here to see Jasmine. They're like, who? At least there was a wrestling show going on. I felt so retarded. I kind of like hid my bag. I'm like, and then the guy that was running the show, and I don't even know whose show it was or what the name of the company was or anything. He goes, someone said that they had talked to you that you were going to come down and watch the show and see if you wanted to come and work with us. And I'm like, I didn't hear anything about that. Jasmine St. Clair called me. And then I called her back. I was like, Jasmine, I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to find, and I was joking with her, and she so totally took it serious. And I was so joking with her. Now she's all mad at me. She thinks that I was really mad. But I started laughing when I got back to my car, and because the next night I was in Ocala, I was laughing. I was like, that has to be the best. That goes down. If I ever write out a book, that goes down as the number one rib in the entire world. Yeah, because, I mean, I was all nervous. I'm always nervous to get there on time and stuff. But then New Jack was there. And New Jack, I saw him before his match, and he's like, hey, how's it going? Because we worked together a couple of times in Tampa, and I let him stay at my house, and we were friends, and nothing happened. He was going around telling people he slept with me and all this gross stuff. I mean, and I'm not racist, anything like that. He's just not my type of guy.
Right.
Too old, too chunky. I mean, just not my type of guy. And anyway, he cursed me out. I was just standing. I was watching the show. The guy's like, watch the show. So I was watching the monitor. New Jack comes back and he's like, that fucking bitch, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm looking around like, me? Huh? Yeah.
Right.
One of those things. And you know what's so bad is I had a CD. It was in the car. I was going to give it to him. And I didn't get to give it to him. And he just cursed me out. And, of course, my mouth had to get in there going, at least I've drawn money in the business and you haven't. And so I left, and the guy's like, well, New Jack's here, and if New Jack doesn't, want you, sorry, And I'm like, okay, whatever. Whatever. But I don't know why I would have gotten arrested for getting cursed out. So.
That's it. I kind of doubted it.
I thought it was funny. I laughed my ass off that New Jack had to curse me out. He was like getting in my face, like he was like some tough guy or something.
Yeah, well.
Like, ooh. I was thinking to myself, big tough guy, gotta yell at a girl who opened up. I mean, I have opened up my house to many of the wrestlers to stay at my house, crash at my house, since the beginning of time. I mean, Paul Lee lived with me and Eddie in the 80s.
Absolutely.
I mean, just. I slept on my futon in New York, in Atlanta, Joe Gomez, any of the young guys just starting out, they don't have money for a hotel and stuff.
Right.
So, but, that's what you get for being nice to a person.
Well, we had our own run-in with New Jack. He pretty much threatened to kill me, bring me back to life again, and kill me again, so.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he said that I told everyone that he raped me. And I was like, you didn't even touch. I'm thinking myself, never even touched me. Why would I go around telling everybody that? It's like so funny. And then I had other people, Tammy or something, or my ex-partner, would play Tammy against me. And he had Tammy, for some reason, Sonny, she hates my guts. She thinks I'm the one that messed up everything, but it's, I have all the paperwork because we were going out, just turning everything, going after him for all the fraud and stuff that he did, but she hated me, and I don't know if she still does, but it's the same kind of thing. like that. Just people, you know, do those kind of things to other people, which is ridiculous.
Does she still have hard feelings toward you?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her. And that's my best friend. I love that girl more than anything in this world. And that guy, my other friend Ginger, who's not in the business, who I introduced to him, he was dating her. I had no idea he was married with 2 kids, and he was dating her, and why I love you, I want to marry you. He don't talk to Melissa, da-da-da-da, she's always messed up, you know, just, and then he would say to me, oh, she's a crack, this and that. I mean, you know, he liked controversy, you know,
Right.
want people to be friends or something. I don't know what his deal was, but, you know, and that's really bad. But at least I know there's this one guy who's got a website, and he's like, what Sal did to Missy and Tammy, you know, I hate this guy, and, you know, he really screwed him over and stuff, so. But karma is a wonderful thing in life.
Did you want to mention what you have on Sal?
I don't know.
You don't want to talk about that?
No, you'll get it in the email.
Oh, okay, good.
I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Not me. Who's talking about? Milo, my dog?
No.
I think he's got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
Yeah. I think it's Milo.
All right.
He doesn't talk. Only he does talk more in the ring. You know, he's part of Royal Star Enterprises.
Okay.
Have you seen any of the Bang TV?
Bang TV.
Mm-hmm.
Very little, I'll be honest.
Let me tell you, lately it's gotten great.
Has it?
Oh my gosh, Adam Windsor's one of the best workers in this business, and with Eric and me, and then Milo, my dog, his big red diamond-studded collar. We all come out to the ring, and we just wreak havoc on those poor Ocala people, but it's fun. I have the best time of my life. It's like every 3 weeks. Best. It reminds me of being back, you know, working at world class and stuff like that, UWF. It's just wonderful. And they have the best school, and I can't even say how great it is there.
Well, I always see the results, but I never see the shows, so I don't know.
Well, you know I'm the women's champion. It's taken 19 years for me to be in this business to finally get a daggum belt.
No, that's not true. Didn't you win a belt in Canada or something?
Oh, yeah, but that was a guy's belt.
Ah.
You know, it was kind of an accident, kind of like, you know, they all fought and I just ran in and got the cover. This one, the claw really beat me up pretty good, too. I was hurting on the way home, on that drive home. I really took, like snap mares and things like that, stuff I never thought I could do.
Do you want to start getting involved in the women's wrestling business part of it, or do you still want to be the valet that you've been over the years?
No, I'll just do valet, please.
Don't want to
as you get older, it's called osteoporosis. And your bones don't, like, go work the way they used to, so.
Yeah.
Not that I'm really, you know, that old, but still. I'll just stick with, you know, the manage. I want to go to Japan and manage the hottest guy in Japan. Steve Carino. That's what I want to do.
Now you get along with Steve now?
Oh, we've been getting along for a long time now.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
He was all like, see, when I yelled at him, I liked him right after I got done yelling at him. And I would send, like, someone would say, Steve's going to be the show. I would tell him, I said, hey. And he thought I didn't like him for the longest time. But we've worked together, and I've managed him a couple of times down here in Florida, and we've had a blast. We've had a good time.
That's good.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
That's good to know. Well, once again, it's MissyHyatt.tv.
Yep.
And we'll be sure to keep it.
Everybody tune in, check it out. You can even do the free section. You can go and check out the free stuff. But it's only $9.99. And every day it's going to be updated. Let you get to see a video. And the video now, I think you've got a different server that a lot of people that would dial up, it's going to go faster. Because we had a lot of complaints last time that it takes so long, you know, to get it to load and everything. And that's if you have dial-up.
Well, at one point I did have dial-up when I first checked out the site, and it took me about 12 hours to download one of them one time.
No, not 12 hours.
Well, my connection was really, really bad. But now I have cable,
you
so.
have like a little durable connection, like in a wheel connecting at 12. Oh my God, because mine, it connected within, and I have Roadrunner, and it was like 30 seconds, and it's there.
Right, and that's what mine is now, because I finally got the cable connection, which is good.
Isn't it great? And now, after you've been on cable for a while, right?
Yeah.
And you go somewhere with dial-up.
Yeah.
Do you start to bang the keyboard?
Oh, I banged the keyboard anyway.
Yeah, I've gone through 3. Thank God they're cheap. You know, Walmart, $6.99. But I mean, you're like keep pressing the enter button, and why is it
taking so long? Right.
Yeah, you're like we get so. Us Americans, we get so like used to that.
Yeah, I have computer rage.
Huh?
I have computer rage. I throw my keyboard often, so.
I don't do that. I just kind of hit mine a lot. But I've learned to save because by doing that, when you're doing like a chemistry report or something.
Yeah, you don't want to lose it.
Yeah, I lost part of mine, and I was really upset. And then you have to start all over again.
And that happened to me last week. I was doing something. I'm opening my own official website for a design class that I'm opening, and I wrote out my entire biography, and it was like 30 pages long. And the thing started freaking out, and I made the mistake of just putting my fist on the keyboard, and all of a sudden everything was gone. And
Yep. Well, mine, check this out. I'm sitting there on the laptop, almost at the end. I'm writing like the conclusion part or the discussion part. Kick the cord.
Oh.
And like everybody's like, don't you know to save every once in a while? I'm like, well, I do now.
That's a good point. Very good point.
So, everybody out there, so check out MissyHyatt.tv or MissyHyattTV.com. I don't know. I bought so many different versions, .net and stuff like that. Missy and Francine, I bought so many different ones, but they all go to the same website. So everybody check it out. Francine's hot. She's looking great. I almost got her talked into showing just a little bit of nipple.
Well, we'll look forward to that.
Huh?
I said we'll look forward to that then.
Yeah, well, no, not this time. I think it's just a hint, maybe. You're going to have to look sideways on the computer.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
Just one last question, and
Sure.
Well, 2 last questions, actually.
You can ask me as many as you like.
Oh, that's good to know. How is Sasha Girl?
Sasha Girl passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. About 3 months ago. I still don't have her ashes in my house.
I'm sorry.
She was 17.
Yeah, I know. She was up there. That's why I asked.
Yeah, she lived a long life, and she's up there with Eddie. And, yeah, you know, it was sad. But, you know, I said I'd never have another dog, and I kind of stole Milo from the owner because the guy that had him beat him up and was really mean to my little Jack Russell. And she had gotten so old and frail that she wouldn't want to get up on the bed, and it was hard. You know, you could pet her, but, you know, she had one eye and she was deaf, and I was sitting on the couch. I'd wave my hand and get her to come to me, and I'd pet her for a little bit, but she kind of didn't really want to be messed with, and she was so bony. Poor little thing. And so it was good that I had Milo, because I think it would have hurt me inside a lot more. Not having, you know, him to take care of.
Yeah.
So, but I said I'd never have another dog, but I do.
And the final question I have for you is NWA TNA is running a pay-per-view, and just curious, since they're now running almost completely out of Florida, if you'd ever consider working for them.
Oh, I'd love to work for them. Yeah.
Has there been any contact?
Huh?
Has there been any contact either way?
You know, I was going to go down there and see one of their shows, and I talked to somebody there, and they were going to shows, and I talked to somebody there, and they were going to leave me passes and stuff. But then I had to take a calculus exam.
Right.
So it was like, okay, you know, so I went and took my exam instead. And because I didn't want to have to do a makeup, because then they kind of put your, you know, grade lower.
Right.
I don't know. I might go over there and check it out, but I know that Dutch Mantel is like one of the guys there, and Dutch doesn't like women in the business.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Well, they have a few, very few, but.
Yeah. But, I think girls. I don't think you need a whole lot, but I sure think you need a few. Yeah.
They just released, the WWE just released almost half their female roster, it seems.
Did they really? And I was talking to a guy at the doctor's office today. He said all it is bra and panty matches. And every guy I talked to, I said, do you want to see a lady fight as a man, like wrestle as a man, or do you want to see him like cat fight? Like, oops, it's going to be. And every man that I talked to, it's cat fight.
Well,
I'd rather see girls, than girls trying to wrestle like guys.
Yeah, the only two that they have left, it seems to me, is going to be Trish Stratus and Lita. The other two are pretty much gone. The other ones are pretty much gone, it seems.
Even Stacy's
She's still there, but she's holding on by a string because they released Test, who's her boyfriend. And apparently she's upset with them over it, so. Because he's hurt, and they released him when he was hurt and said, give us a call when you're better.
I tell you what, she's such a pretty girl.
Yeah.
I mean, she's such a pretty girl. I mean, they had a lot of really pretty girls up there. Who else did they release?
They released Jazz, Gail Kim, who was the Korean girl. Who else did they release? They released so many of them. Nydia, she was the new one that was original.
I think she was a real pretty one, too. I haven't watched the show in so long because I don't understand it. There's no storylines anymore. I'm a dummy, and I believe it's supposed to be a soap opera, so I don't understand matches that just go out and they go high spot, and they're done.
Right.
And that's confusing to me.
Absolutely. I'm with you. I'm with you all the way. I mean, we're on the same page when it comes to that stuff. So.
Yeah, I mean, I was riding with Bill after coming back from the Ocala show, and I even said something during our match, the 6-man match. I'm like, we just did 6 finishing moves, like back 8 years ago, finishing moves. In the first 10 minutes of the match. I'm like. You're going to have to bring a gun out and shoot someone to get the pin.
Absolutely. We had Jake Roberts on about a year ago, and well, he talked about you, of course, but
Did he really?
Well, we actually asked him about him. Oh no, he didn't say anything about him. He just said he was one of your first teachers.
He was.
He was
my first boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, he always keeps saying that the guys, they don't understand what a finishing move is. That a finishing move should be the end of the match. So I agree with him 100% on that.
Right, and I don't think other people should use other people's moves, finishing moves, as a high spot.
Absolutely not, otherwise it takes away the effect.
Yeah, and you see these fabulous things, and it should be a pin. I mean, we're only human.
Right.
You got to think of it like that. We're people, we're human. If that happened, really, to you, come on, hello. So that's how I think of it. So, old school ways of me, and I'm sounding like one of them old timers. Just call me, I don't know, who's somebody really, really old. I don't know. I'm like Luthez or whatever.
Luthez,
back in my day. No, I just talked to Jake not that long ago, too.
Yeah, he seems to be doing pretty good, actually.
Yeah, he's in England, but now he's back in the States.
He moved back?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I got a scoop for you, didn't I?
Well, actually, yes, because my partner is running shows over in England, in the UK, and he wanted to bring him in for a couple of shows, and he couldn't get a hold of him, so that explains why he moved.
Yeah, he's back in the States. I don't know how he got in, but he's here.
Oh, well.
That's what he told me. Yeah, it was nice to talk to him, and he was so clean, coherent, and it was just it was wonderful. And he was like my first real boyfriend I ever had in my life. Plus, he was booking Georgia at the time. And, I learned about wrestling from him. I mean, he was one, like you said, first teachers. He's the smartest mind in the business.
Absolutely. Well, we can't thank you enough for your time. And once again, I think we said this before, but we'll say it again. Anytime you want to come on and promote anything, we'll be more than happy to do it for you.
Well, anytime you need somebody to talk to, or you need someone to, you need a guest, or you want someone to talk to, or you want, my warped opinion, I am very happy to give it.
Oh, wow. That's a very nice offer. Thank you very much.
Okay, you have a wonderful evening, afternoon, night, day, whatever.
Well, I think it's evening now, but okay. Stay tuned for more from the interactive interview.